Well, hello and welcome to the Film Box Podcast, a movie podcast where each week we dive into the physical media that we own, whether it be VHS, Blu-ray, 4K, or DVD. We're diving back in. I don't have the actual written intro written out, but that's okay because today we're not doing any of that. We're talking about Marty Supreme, baby. Marty Supreme
Hell
Christmas
yeah.
Day.
Marty Supreme Christmas Day. Marty Supreme Christmas Day.
So it's just me, Aaron Souza, your host, and Connor Supreme here. Sam is not here. He will, as I mentioned last week, he will be not with us for the next, let's say 10 months, year-ish. But in that time, we will have a host of guests coming in, and also Jasmine, who has been here on the pod quite a few times, will actually be filling in as third chair for the pod in the meantime. So looking forward to all of that. But this is the last pod of 2025, which has been crazy. It's been a great year. Connor, how have you felt about 2025 for the podcast?
You know, I feel like this year is just one where anything that happened in January just doesn't exist in this year.
So it's been a good year, and what better way to end it off than with a fantastic film from 2025. But before we talk about that, let's just do a quick recap of some of the movies that we've been watching lately, because it's been a while since we've done that. So just, Connor, why don't you run down a couple of the things that you've been watching? Just some highlights.
Oh boy, I get to go first. Yeah, so I mean, we haven't really got God damn, I got signed out of Letterboxd.
I can go first.
You might have to go first because I was gonna have to vamp.
Okay, I'll go first. So I have watched a decent amount. I watched a lot of Christmas movies. Watched Eyes Wide Shut for the first time, which was an experience and is like leaping very quickly into one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a very cool movie. Saw Sentimental Value, which is phenomenal. It's as good as the hype says. I think it's like maybe top 5 for me for 2025. Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out film, was very good. I saw that as well. Watched some Rob Reiner films. Something Wild from 1986 with Melanie Griffith and Jeff Daniels and Ray Liotta. Good movie. That was a coworker recommendation. Rewatched some Timmy with The Complete Unknown. And
how does that movie age now? Like that it's not like in the news as much. It's not like an Oscar race.
I think it aged pretty well. I mean, I felt this kind of the same about it. It moves a lot faster than I remember. But it's still quite entertaining, and Timmy is still quite good in it. So I liked it. I thought it was I gave it the same rating as I did prior. I feel like a 3.5 out of 5 is a solid enough score, an accurate enough score for that movie. So yeah, that's kind of my little rundown. Also rewatched Fellowship of the Ring. My sister got me for Christmas one of those is like the 50 greatest movies scratch off cards.
Mm-hmm.
So I had M pull a random one, and it was Fellowship of the Ring. So I threw that on.
Not to derail this, as we often do when it's just you and I.
Yes.
Christmas just came and went. Yeah. What as a movie guy, what did you get?
I didn't get any physical movies. But I also I gave a couple lists to family, like Amazon lists, and said like this stuff is safe. I have a large collection now, so it's like you can't just kind of go out and like, yeah, they like this movie, because chances are I probably have it. But I told my family and people, like, just get me gift cards, and then I can go out and get things that I have on my list. So like one of the ones I'm really looking to upgrade is Total Recall. I want to put that on 4K because that's one of my favorite movies. I want to see Outland, and there's a really cool Arrow 4K of Outland that I watched the trailer of, because I have the DVD, popped the DVD in, it looks like shit. Went on YouTube and watched the trailer for the 4K of Outland, and I was like, Oh boy. So now I really want to buy it. Um, so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just trying to decide what I want to buy. But I did pick up a copy of the 4K of Winchester 73, which, if you were listening to last week's episode, that is one of my dad's picks. It is the Criterion 4K. I will be watching that. And then I also did. I went to my movie guy. I picked up like the Cowboys from the pod, and Where Eagles Dare and Kelly's Heroes. So I did a little bit of a dad movie
Mhm.
spree, but that's not really a Christmas thing. I was just more I wanted to get those.
Yeah. I feel like it's harder for you because your collection is, like, so random.
It
'Cause
is.
you'll just go out and you'll get whatever just looks cool.
Yeah.
Like, for me, my all my movies are movies I love, so when I did the same thing, I gave them a list of movies I wanted, and they were just like, "Are you sure you just want movies?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, please.
And they delivered. I mean, I got,
Yeah,
like,
I saw you sent us a photo. Can you run down the ones that you got?
uh,
Or give
I'll
us
try
the spark notes of it?
yeah, I'll try to do it off memory.
Yeah.
4K of The Godfather and Godfather 2 because I
Fantastic.
famously have I got the bundle of The Godfather and Godfather 2 without The Godfather 2 in it
Yeah.
from your movie guy. Still hold it
Yeah.
against him.
Hey,
I'm joking. I'm
if you
joking.
bring it
It's
back,
my
he'll
fault.
replace it.
It's my fault. I should have checked.
Mm.
Um, my first Criterion of Ikiru.
Yeah, well,
Love that
that was an
movie.
interesting pick. Did you like give them a list of criterions and say like one of these and that's the one they picked, or
I gave them just a big list of movies,
Mm,
and they ended up picking that one, and
that's cool.
I'm so happy they did. My dad, which I've mentioned, is a big movie guy too, and he was like, "Oh, I love that one."
Really? He knew
Yeah,
Ikiru?
yeah,
Wow. We got to get a well, we'll be doing Dad Pod version 2 next year. Just no,
yeah,
not to spoil any plans, or we'll be doing it again with your dad and you on the pod as well. So,
yeah. We were just hard people to lock down, and
yeah,
then
well, that's
I'm
okay.
trying to think what else. I got another.
Did you get It's a
I got
Wonderful
a couple.
Life?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But, okay, the other big thing I got, Aaryn,
Yeah.
my beautiful, beautiful fiance, got us I believe it's a 65-inch 4K TV for our main room. So
Yeah.
our movie watching experiences have gotten incredible.
Dude, I as soon as you texted the picture of that, and then you probably texted a picture of you watching It's a Wonderful Life, I was like, oh, we got him. We got
Yeah.
him, ladies and
Oh yeah.
gentlemen.
Oh yeah. We
so
cooked.
so I actually want to ask you, I know this isn't a physical media pod, which maybe we should do a physical media pod when Sam gets back. Because you're growing your collection a little bit. Is that like, are you looking to collect more, or are you kind of being selective, or like what is the feeling? Because I know when I started collecting, you really weren't at all.
Yeah. So my take is still the same. I only want movies that I would feel proud of, like, showing my kids. Like,
Mm,
this is a movie I love. We're gonna watch it together.
mm,
Because for me, and I feel this way about collecting anything, I want it to have, like, value and
meaning, yeah.
meaning. Um, Not that there's any wrong way of collecting, but to me, it makes sense. Because I
Oh
also
yeah.
I don't wanna fall into a trap of, like, collecting to the point where it just becomes a number and not like, "These are the movies I love," instead of like, "Oh, my collection is at, like, 10,000 movies now."
Oh yeah. I'm not that kind of way. I won't go out and buy just random trash. Like I my collection, I tend not to get comedies, like
Mhm.
especially like 2000s comedies, because it's just not like, I don't mind those kind of movies. Like, there are some that I quite enjoy, Super Bad, Juno, those kind of movies.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I got the free box that I had like a bunch of those kind of like dad comedies, those shitty ones. Like Hot Rod was in there and stuff like that
Yeah.
from that free box. I don't want it. It's not
I
doesn't
mean, I'll
mean
take
anything
that.
to
I
me.
like Hot Rod.
You can take it.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah. I just but the thing about you too is you'll watch them. You don't just,
oh
like,
yeah.
collect them just
No,
to
yeah.
have them.
I will a lot of the I basically went through like I want if I had to make out a list of like the 100 best movies that I've ever seen, I probably have all of them.
Yeah,
And so
that's my
now it's
goal.
like getting the stuff now that like I know I'm going to want to watch that are within my interests. They're something that maybe I've not heard of, but it's a genre that I really like, or it's, me doing research on a particular genre that I enjoy, and then a movie comes up. It's like I've not seen that. Maybe I'll want to watch it. That sort of thing. It kind
Mhm.
of all, and then just essential movies. I have quite a decent amount of essential films too that either I have seen or have not seen.
Yeah. Like for me, I want to start with my top 25,
Mm-hmm.
then build out to the top 50, then 100, and then like ideally too, like every year I want to try to get like my favorite movies of the year to
Yeah.
just to make it like a more vibrant collection too, not just always like stuff from the past. But
Right. Right. I mean, there's like, for me, I love like the erotic thriller genre is one of my favorite genres.
yeah.
So like getting films that I've not seen before in that genre is something I'm interested in collecting.
Mhm.
Beyond, and that goes beyond just my top 150. I mean, my collection's almost at 1,000 now.
Yeah.
But a lot of those you look at my closet, it's like I know this movie, I know that movie. Like you just kind of you know all of them. Or I'm not collecting crazy like
Yeah, yeah. It's not like super obscure, like
yeah,
less than 500 people have seen it.
right. Just to have it.
Yeah.
So
But
anyway,
back
yeah, we have to talk about Marty Supreme.
I still
But
have to
before we do
say
that,
what I've seen.
I also have it. I am drinking a Boardwalk lemon Italian ice. This is brand new. I've not tried it before, so if it's bad, I'm
I'll
sorry.
take the blame. Oh, that was crisp.
It smells decent. Ooh,
That's
that's
good.
dangerous. That's really good.
All right.
Boardwalk, sponsor us.
You got a fan. All right. So for me, I've gone back between like the 1940s and 50s and this year. So like Meet Me in St. Louis, American in Paris, uh The Shop Around the Corner, The Apartment, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and The Bishop's Wife. Classics. A lot of them holiday movies. Love them all. A lot of them with Jimmy Stewart, one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, you went on a bit of a Jimmy Stewart binge.
Yeah, they put out the trailer for the Jimmy
Yeah.
biopic, and it is hilariously bad.
So I've heard.
Yeah, and it just made me want to get the real thing again.
I have a recommendation for you then.
Yeah,
I don't know how much you listened to last week's pod, but
I do need to watch Winchester 73.
my dad has another one. Is his wild card pick was a western called The Cheyenne Social Club. This is not a movie I had ever heard of. But it stars Jimmy Stewart and Henry Fonda. And
This has popped up for me.
yes, it's a western about a straight-laced religious type and a drunk who inherit basically what becomes what is revealed to be a brothel. And it's a western comedy. My dad recommended it. I have been trying to find it on physical media. It has one DVD that I can find out there that is a multi-pack DVD.
That's crazy. Do you know who directs that movie?
It's Gene Kelly.
Yeah, the Gene Kelly. That's
The
fucking
Gene
awesome.
Kelly. It's a crazy movie. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's got let's see, what does it have on IMDb? It's got a 6.8, which is not bad. Rotten Tomatoes has it at like a 67% on the popcorn meter. But yeah, you can't find it. It's got one actual DVD release, which isn't, I don't even know if it's like out. And then it's got a digipack. Or it's on a James Stewart signature collection DVD.
Interesting.
It's kind of crazy.
Huh.
So check it out.
Yeah, if I could find it.
It's on Amazon. You can watch it on Amazon on Prime.
But anyway, so yeah. between the 1930s and then the recent stuff,
Mm,
I want to shout this movie out in particular. It ends because Letterboxd, the video store, so clutch. This
mm-hmm.
movie, first off, didn't have any uh distribution behind it. Because of Letterboxd, I forget who bought it, but someone I don't know if it was Neon or someone else. They bought it and now it's getting a theatrical run in 26. So that's
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
The movie was great.
Mm,
Shout out Letterboxd. Keeper, that was great. But Wake Up Dead Man, Begonia, and obviously Marty Supreme. So we got a good mix of the oldies and some new hits, and then some Rob Reiner classics mixed in there. Stand by Me and The Princess Bride.
mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Um, all right. Well, why don't we just dive in here to Marty Supreme, which, if you don't know about this movie, Marty Supreme is a 2025 American sports comedy drama film directed by one Josh Safdie, who also directed Good Time and Uncut Gems with his brother Benny. Cinematography by Darius Kanji, who, I don't know if you know Darius Kanji, but you've definitely seen a number of his movies. Uh, he is responsible for the cinematography on Eddington, Mickey 17, Uncut Gems, Okja, Amour, Midnight in Paris, My Blueberry Nights, the Wong Kar-wai film, Wimbledon, Panic Room, The Ninth Gate, Seven, and Alien Resurrection. So this guy's got a very eclectic filmography and has some of the best shot movies I've ever seen. Seven is incredibly shot movie.
Oh yeah.
Written by Josh Safdie and Ronald Bronstein, who is a longtime collaborator who also helped them write Good Time and Uncut Gems. This movie was distributed by A24 and released Christmas Day 2025 with a runtime of 2 hours and 30 minutes. It had an estimated budget of $60 to $70 million, and it's tracking pretty decently at the box office, I will say.
I think what it's
Go
already
ahead.
at 40.
Yeah, I think that's
It's around
somewhere around
there.
where it was tracking. All right, let me pull up the box office.
Yeah. Do you
Box.
think this movie gets 75 domestically?
I think it can. Um,
Do you think
let's
it
see.
will?
It's tracking at 28.
Okay, so I was a bit off.
Domestic. 28 domestic.
Okay.
Uh, not including anything international. I think it's kind of tough to tell. I mean, Christmas releases are always a little bit weird, but it's got some decent legs. I mean, we'll have to see how it does in week 2.
Yeah.
But I hope it does well. I do. I hope it does really well. So that's that. We got to talk about. We're not going to do if we own the movie or if we've seen it before because this is a brand new film. But we do need to do our scores for this movie. So Connor, why don't you run us down what the scores and reviews are?
Yeah. So I know it's only been 3 days since it technically came out, but so far so good. We're sitting at a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes critically,
Mm-hmm.
with an 83% with an audience score, excuse me, on an 8.3 on IMDb. So we wanted to pull like our positive review, and normally we do that from Roger Ebert. They gave it 4 stars.
They did.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Ryan
pull it.
Tallarico, who's a great.
Yeah.
If you haven't read any of his stuff, you should read it. He's a very good critic for that writes for Roger Ebert.
Yeah. So I pulled a snippet from his. Um, of course, the film belongs to Chalamet, who fully captures the kind of guy who thinks confidence is currency. He doesn't just refuse to take no for an answer. He never stops to think before he speaks, often shutting doors that others are trying to open for him through his big mouth. He gives a performance reminiscent of 70s Al Pacino, playing the guy who's the most fascinating and annoying guy in the room at the same time. Leaning into the temporal displacement mentioned above, it's almost as if Marty is an 80s shark stuck in the 50s. What if Jordan Belfort was born a generation too early? It was ping pong for Marty 70 years ago. It would probably be Bitcoin today. So a lot of love for Timmy and his
Mm-hmm.
performance. And getting compared to 70s Pacino is
Yeah, I want to read what I wrote for this movie on Twitter, which it went I would say semi-viral. People definitely were picking up on it. This was my brief review. It said Timothee Chalamet rises to the next level as Marty Mauser, a fast-talking, charismatic con man with a passion for ping pong and a penchant for getting into trouble. Josh Safdie's solo feature has a frenetic energy that propels Marty Supreme to the stratosphere. Um, I saw this movie over a month ago. I was lucky enough to be able to see it early. It still holds up. I'm still thinking about moments from it. Over a month later, it's really quite impressive. And Timmy is part of the reason why for that, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But totally agree with that review.
yeah. However,
Mm,
per tradition,
per
we
tradition.
gotta hit you with the
opposite review.
I was ready that time.
Yeah, thank you. Here's our 1 out of 10 from Bruce.
From the prestigious Bruce.
We gotta start shouting out the people who write these too.
Hell yeah.
So this is called Unabridged Slop. Shockingly bad. A meaninglessness story peppered with wormish characters spouting nonsense at each other. The filmmakers have absolutely no idea how to make two people care about each other, but if you give a guy money problems and crank the score up loud, move the camera like it's on meth, a lot of people won't question it. It's an almost beat for beat redux of Good Time and Uncut Gems, but without a semblance of the heart or continuity of those movies shared. Empty marketing hype fest that was sour with time.
I think this guy missed the point of the movie.
I think a lot's happening when the camera moves.
I don't like that they made this character not care about anyone. It's like, oh, really? You mean the character? You mean the point of his character?
You mean the point of the movie?
Yeah, right. I hate it when my characters have to develop during a movie. They need to be perfect out of the box.
Don't you just hate it when the character is kind of unlikable? Why can't all my characters just be likable?
Don't you hate movies?
Don't you hate complex characters?
Oh God. So before we dive into the actual plot and do the review, I do want to talk about a couple things.
Go for it.
I have just a couple questions to ask you. First off, where does this rank in the Safdie filmography?
I've only seen this movie, so.
Oh, you haven't seen Uncut Gems? Oh,
I've not seen Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Okay, well then, how about this? Is this Timothee Chalamet at his best? Is he rising to the peak of his powers?
Hot take, yes.
Okay.
I think this is his best performance of his career.
Oh, well, all right. So this is I have a hot take in here. I kind of want to step on it a little bit because it's a Timothee Chalamet related, and I have another hot take, but like, I honestly, this movie, his performance in this movie is so incredible that like, it's fully convinced me that this man might be the greatest working actor that we have right now. I mean, let me just run you down the dynamic of what this guy can do. Ready? So in his career, this is just some of the roles he has done. Famous musician in a biopic, A Complete Unknown. Child-centric icon in a musical, Wonka. The strong heroic lead turned tragic villain in a massive sci-fi franchise, that's Dune. Young love-struck gay teenager, Call Me By Your Name. Drug-addicted son, Beautiful Boy. Smug, charismatic shit who's also an incredible athlete, that's Marty Supreme. Romantic lead in a period piece, that's Little Women. Stereotypical know-it-all but doesn't actually know-it-all teenager in Lady Bird. And a literal cannibal in A Love Story with bones and all. This guy might have the best range of any actor we've got. I mean, those roles are so different, but yet every single time he's on screen, I'm convinced. I'm like, that is this guy.
And I think what helps him is he is insanely marketable.
Oh, 100%.
People love him. And I was thinking about this on my drive back from work. like you could say that there's other people who are as talented of actors. Like the name that came to my mind was like Robert Pattinson.
Mm.
I don't think he's as marketable.
No, he's
Like,
not.
yeah, the Batman like did numbers, but like, Mickey 17 was a bomb and, other things like
And we
played
got
into it.
multiple Pattinsons in that movie.
Exactly. 2 Pattinsons. No. But I think like Timmy is able to like take like indie movies and elevate them into like box office draws.
It's like that review said, the Tallarico review. This is something that a guy like Al Pacino or a guy like De Niro or a guy like Leonardo DiCaprio or a Daniel Day-Lewis is able to do. They're able to take art movies, essentially indie films, and make them as big as or feel as big as a movie like Dune, or a movie like The Godfather, or a movie like Wolf of Wall Street. It's an incredible talent to have. And I don't think we have like the only other like quote unquote movie star we have is a guy like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
But like Leo in the 2000s and 2010s is like the last one. I think Timmy is the new one.
Yeah. I mean, you could even say like Tom Cruise, but
well, Tom Cruise has been a movie star for 40 years though.
Exactly. I think he's more of a name brand at this point. It's not like, I mean, maybe we'll see with Digger, but it's more of like the movies he's been doing are all kind of like
they're easy box office draws.
Yeah.
It's like, come watch Tom Cruise hang off the side of a fucking plane. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. I will.
It's like, okay, first he's going to hang off a building and people loved it. And he's like, okay, all right. What if I hang off a plane with wires? And then it was like, okay, all right. What if I hang off a plane with no wires?
Oh. What if I dove down into a submarine and held my breath for the longest anyone's held their breath?
What if I died on camera?
Literally. I guess we could probably talk about it a little bit more once we get into the meat and potatoes of this review. But I did want to just kind of speak on Chalamet, speak on the Safdies a little bit. I feel like this is an incredibly well-directed movie, and Josh Safdie might be I don't want to like start any sort of like which brother's better sort of thing, because I think they're both great in their own way. But like
we could have the conversation about which movie was better.
Well,
who had the better movie?
Okay, we don't have to do that.
It's unfair, but we could have the conversation.
But like Josh Safdie, I've listened to him. I've been able to listen to him talk a couple times. When I went to the screening in Boston, he was there. It was, he's a Boston University grad. He came out to screen the movie, and he did a Q&A, and I was able to listen to him talk. Also, you should, if you have the chance, listen to the Big Picture podcast, because he did a 75-minute interview on the Big Picture about this movie. This guy's fascinating. I mean, you can just tell how much he loves movies, and he loves every single aspect of the movie making experience. He loves directing, he loves working with actors, but he also loves pre-production stuff. He loves doing the research and the writing of these films. He's very involved in the editing and the, helping with come up with the lighting and the cinematography and the look of these movies, and is so ingrained in the whole process. He, like I said, he directs these movies, but he also co-writes them, and he also edits them. So it's like every part he's involved in, and I don't know, you can tell how much he loves it, and I think that really is something that comes out on the screen here. So I wanted to just touch on that real quick.
Yeah.
And then also I wanted to ask you, how does this movie weigh in 2025? Where is this movie kind of falling into place for you?
So I'm glad you asked, because I kept up to date on my 2025 ranking list. And it doesn't quite crack the top 4 because it's number 5.
Wow. Okay.
The top 4 did take a recent change.
Well, don't spoil it, because we will have a podcast coming out about this.
Yes.
Where we will talk about the best of 2025. But I think that's true. I mean, this is definitely top 5 for me as well. And I knew it as soon as I saw it a month ago. was like, man, this movie's gonna be crazy. And then, like, I think were we saying, was I saying this off pod or maybe right as the start? It's like I've been thinking about this movie ever since I saw it.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite good. So, all right, why don't we dive into the actual review, Connor? You can run us down a very brief plot synopsis.
I wouldn't even call it a plot synopsis because
plot
we
summary.
we want you to just watch this for yourself.
Mhm.
We don't want to spoil too much, so I'm just going to read right off Rotten Tomatoes. Marty Mauser is a young man with a dream no one respects, goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness.
Yeah.
And I would say that's very accurate.
Yes.
He does go to hell.
So let's talk about what worked. Because this is a movie. This is a podcast where we talk about the good and the bad of these movies. So let's first start with what works. I'm going to start you with the pace and the energy of this movie. I know you said you haven't seen Uncut Gems.
Mhm.
If you like the pace and the anxiety and the energy that this movie brings, you should watch that movie. Because it's very similar. That is obviously the Josh Safdie specialty, is making you feel like your heart's going to explode for 2 hours.
I definitely had thoughts on it.
What's
I don't know
that?
if I had thoughts
okay.
on it. I don't know if it always worked for me. I guess we could touch on it now since you brought it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Because I will say, it worked for me mostly with this movie. It didn't work for me with Uncut Gems. So
yeah, again, since this is my first Safdie movie, or Josh Safdie, I would say, because I did see the Smashing Machine earlier, and that is a vastly different movie than this.
Yes,
like structurally and tonally. I think like I'm good with like anxiety induced movies like this where there's just so much happening. My problem is when you're always like one upping yourself, like with another event that's happening. Like, he's about to get arrested. Okay, now he's like on, like saving this dog, or I bet essentially kidnapping this dog, and then trying to find the dog, but now like it's a mafia member's dog.
You just can't do anything right, and he keeps making things worse.
every decision he makes is the wrong one, and it's not even just like, oop, I wanted to get Chipotle mayo on my sandwich, not mayo. That's fine. It's like, oh, this dog, the owner of this dog is gonna kill me if I don't get it back. Oh, but it's in this house. Oh, the owner of this house is gonna kill me
if I don't get off his property.
Exactly.
Oh, these guys that I hustled are going to kill me if I
yeah. It's just like when you're constantly one-upping yourself in things, I feel like you kind of lose the emphasis on the things that just happened. Because like when the dog stuff and the hustling stuff happens, it's all cool, but I feel like you kind of forget that he was just like on the run from the cops.
Yeah,
because it's fair. Just like it just kind of gets put on the back burner. And maybe it's kind of like a problem with like bloat, and there's just almost too much stuff happening to him. But
yeah, I could say that.
It didn't fully work, but
I liked. I think you're making some good points, and we'll talk about that, I think, a little bit more in the what doesn't work section. But as far as how it made me feel, I think it was effective in that way, and it wasn't detracting from the movie either.
It definitely worked. Like I was definitely like on the edge of my seat, and like there were multiple moments when like I was like, okay, I can finally sit back to breathe. Like he's taking a bath. What could go wrong?
Yeah, right.
Crashes through the ceiling.
Except like the guy at the front desk 100% says, "Don't take a bath. Don't use the shower."
Yeah. It was also like I went up to pee like twice, and I was like, I'm gonna try to time this when nothing's happening, and come back, and it's like I came back. Exactly. I came back, like I tried to time it to that moment of like, okay, he's talking to like the owner of like the hotel. Seems like I'm fine. Came back and I'm like, why the fuck is he in a cab with a dog?
Oh my god.
But I found out why, and I was like, okay, I guess it makes sense.
Were you able to actually see the scene with the tub?
I saw the tub come crashing down.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's crazy. Like, it's a crazy moment.
Yeah, it is. But again, it's just like so much craziness is happening.
I like one of the things I think I mean again we already touched on Timothee Chalamet, absolutely phenomenal superstar performance. This one of the things I really like about this movie is how the sports are actually portrayed.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's not easy to do sports in a movie that's actually convincing. Like take a look at almost any football movie from the 2000s where they actually have to try and play football,
Yeah.
and you'll
It's
see.
like
Yeah.
and it goes 60 yards.
Yeah. In this movie, the ping pong in this movie, I'm like, whoa, this is so good.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, like, I think he was saying he practiced like 6 months or something of playing ping pong. You have to be a good ping pong player to pretend to play ping pong at that
Absolutely.
level.
Absolutely.
Because, like, a lot of it is CG, but like they're not able to have these rallies going.
Right. No, and one of the things actually that they talked about quite early, they actually had the consultant that worked on Forrest Gump in the ping pong scenes for that movie was a consultant on this movie. And he told Safdie straight out, and Safdie has told this story a couple times. He told it at my screening and he told it on the big picture. He said that basically the guy said, get it out of your memory that these guys will be able to film multiple points in a row and like have it go the
Yeah.
way that they want to, because it'll never happen. So
Yeah.
like you'll have to fake it. And they
Yeah.
did. And it's like these rallies are incredible.
Oh yeah. And I love how like energetically they're shot too.
Absolutely.
And even when they're not shot like energetic, and I love how there's certain shots where it's just like from like the audience's perspective of like, and you can see all of like the movement. And yeah, sometimes the ball does look a little.
It's
Who cares?
maybe a little fake, but
Who
like
cares?
who cares? They did that in Challengers too, as the ball's fake in a couple scenes, and who cares?
Yeah, and I thought Challengers was awesome. Like I thought
Yeah.
the tennis was great.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta fake it. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
What else did you like?
Sorry. So yeah, we touched on Timmy, but I thought like the supporting cast was all great.
Yes.
And just casting in general, I think it's a true talent when, yeah, you can get stars in every role, but like getting just either lesser known actors or just like Abel Ferrara is like a director that they're just like, we wrote this role just for you.
Safdie has an incredible power to cast people in his movies who are perfect for their roles.
It's like PTA, how he will find just like, yeah, I got this guy's like ex-military, I'm gonna put him in my military movie. And he was great. And like all these people were great. Like
yeah, the rest of the cast I'll just run down. I mean, obviously Timothee Chalamet is Marty Mauser. Gwyneth Paltrow plays Kay Stone. Odessa Azion plays Rachel, who is Marty's friend. Kevin O'Leary, yes, Mr. Wonderful, plays Milton Rockwell, who is Kay Stone's husband. Tyler the Creator is in this movie as Marty's basically like best friend. Abel Ferrara, as you mentioned. Fran Drescher is
his mom,
Marty's mom. But then also you've got like George Gervin, the Iceman, owns a tennis club. Penn Jillette of Penn and Teller is the farmer who kidnaps the dog. You got Tracy McGrady and Kemba Walker playing Globetrotters. You've got Ted Williams, the Golden Voice guy, has a cameo as the one of the guys working at the tennis club or the table tennis club.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, this is a really, really good cast.
Yeah. And I mean, just dialing it into like kind of the main supporting cast, I thought Odessa Zion was incredible. Like,
yes,
I don't think she gets lost in like the Timmy aura of it. And I don't want to just wrap everything up into like Oscars or not, but we are kind of getting to that time of the year.
Yep.
And it is always in your head, like, all right, someone's gonna get nominated for like supporting actress. What is the like moment they're gonna put up? And she had so many of them. I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
just killed it. Obviously, Gwyneth Paltrow is a vet. She played it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like Kevin O'Leary as a person. I think he's a dickhead, but hate to
That's
say it.
again, you should really listen to the big picture, because they talk about this a little bit, like how polarizing Kevin O'Leary is, and like that he's kind of he's an asshole. He's an animated or he's an entertainment asshole. Like
Yeah,
that's his
and
job.
you know what? They kind of nailed it. They kind of
Absolutely nailed it. Like he went into Safdie went into this like the process of casting this character. He was like, I didn't want an actor. I wanted someone, because the actor brings their persona with them. You know, you put Brad Pitt. His example was, you put Brad Pitt in a movie, and every Brad Pitt movie that's ever come before it is going to come with you in that. And he wanted someone that could embody what the spirit of this character was going to be without any of that extra baggage.
Yeah.
And so he was talking to businessmen, he was talking to politicians, he was talking to like all kinds of people, trying to figure out, okay, who's going to be good for this role. And he was working with Ron, I believe it was Ron Brunstein, his co-writer, who was a big fan of Shark Tank, and said, what about Mr. Wonderful?
Yeah.
And it was like, of course.
Like, this doesn't work with Mark Cuban.
No, although they
Like,
did ask Mark Cuban, and he said no.
It doesn't work with him. Like, that line, like, I'm a vampire from 1608.
Oh,
I think he pulled that out of his ass or something.
incredible.
Only works if he delivers it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Supporting cast, excellent.
Best cast Oscar incoming, at least the nomination.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting as like, because there's a lot of good cast.
Absolutely.
And I wonder, like, what is the criteria they're going to look at?
Yeah, I'm curious too. Just for reference too, the Darius Kanji, the cinematographer, said that there was 140 non-actors featured in this movie.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And to Kevin O'Leary's point, he wanted them all to be AI.
Oh no. Well, I'll move to something else I really liked.
Yeah.
The look of New York City in the 1950s.
It was it started in 52.
Yeah. Impeccable. They really nailed it. I mean, it felt like I was coming straight out of the 1950s. Their set design was really, really good. It captured this era impeccably. Which I always enjoy when a movie does that. Is like, you know, when they really nail a period piece, and they do it practically too. There wasn't a lot of CGI used in like the foreground sets, or you know, like the immediate sets. Obviously you kind of have to, for like skyline stuff, you can't decorate a whole skyscraper. But like the street level stuff, they nailed it. It looked awesome.
Yeah.
We already mentioned Kevin O'Leary being excellent, but also Tyler, the Creator, is really good in this movie.
He's really funny.
Which I don't listen to his music, so I really wasn't familiar with him, so I had no idea that was Tyler, the Creator. And then I started seeing like Tyler, the Creator was so good in Marty Supreme, and I was like, what? And then I looked it up, and it was him. But it was really good too. Something we mentioned already, I think is always a good choice. That goes against that negative review that you read. I think that making a character a little shit is always a good choice in a movie. And
I think it's good to have
it always works for
feelings.
Me. It always works.
Yeah,
absolutely. And like you can definitely make like an all good protagonist, like a Luke Skywalker type. Like, yeah, obviously, yes, that works. You know, the hero's journey is a thing for a reason. But also, like, when you make a character who's like almost inherently unlikable, but you can't look away from him, and then all of a sudden he becomes likable, is because he makes one good choice, and you're like,
at the very
thank God.
It's the exact opposite. It's like Luke Skywalker is doing everything right, and Marty Mauser is doing everything wrong. It's like
I bet you never thought we'd be comparing Luke Skywalker to Marty Bowser on this pod, but here we are.
inherently at two ends of the spectrum.
Absolutely. Give me something else that you liked.
I really like the endings. Speaking of like that final like redeeming moment. Starting with like I would even say the exhibition match turning into like a more competitive match.
Yep.
I like that he wasn't going to compete at the championship. Because I like that he didn't get his moment of being like the world champion, but he still had. He got a
so
chance
one
to
of the
redeem
things
himself.
that you missed, apparently to your pee break, was when they went to the hotel. And they
He had a
in.
fine.
Yeah, he had
Like
the fine, and Tyler the Creator specifically mentions it's a fine and a ban. He's not allowed to participate. But Timmy doesn't hear that part. It's like half said before Marty starts interrupting him.
Yeah.
And so it's like a very brief moment of like, you got this fine and you're banned. And he's like, a fine? I got to pay the fine so I can get to the tournament. And he's like focused on that thing. But I was watching it. I caught it in the back of my mind. I was like, he's going to get there. He's not going to be able to play.
Yeah.
And I love that they paid that off.
Yeah. But I love that he did get his rematch. But it is funny that even in like that moment of like the exhibition, he had to lose. He had to kiss a pig. But as soon as like he didn't kiss the pig because he's still a little shit. He was like, no. Let me try to appeal to everyone and cop out, say I wasn't trying.
I'm gonna have to put a spoiler note on this part of the pod. No, I'm realizing in real time, like, man, we are spoil. I'm just gonna put a spoiler disclaimer at the top anyway. So
okay, but yeah, he gets his moment, and honestly, I kind of wish they had gone like the Hustler route. Where have you seen the Hustler?
No.
So it's basically like it's the same story, and I know we might have to pay homage, but it's like the same thing of like he has to grind to get back to the guy who like beat him and stole like his money and glory and whatnot. But in the Hustler, he beats him so bad, like he just quits out of like desperation. And here it's like, no, it's actually like a good game. I think it could have been cool if like
Marty just got
21 owed him.
Yeah. I mean, the first game is pretty like it is semi close, but you could tell that Marty was pretty outmatched. But no, if it was like a 21-8 game instead of like a 21-15 or whatever, 18 or whatever it ended up being, yeah, it would have been quite interesting.
Yeah, but then he comes back again, spoilers, but he had gotten Rachel pregnant. And he kind of in that moment, and I want to ask you how you interpreted it. When he sees the baby and he starts crying, I saw that as him being like, okay, I've achieved everything I thought I was destined to. Here's the next chapter. Looking at this baby.
I had a similar interpretation, but not quite on the I've achieved everything level. The way I interpreted that ending was he sees the baby and it's him contending with his feelings of I'm never going to play ping pong again. Because this is my life now. And now I know what's really important.
See, in my mind, I think he wanted to beat the best, and he did. So I think he was at peace with that.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the crying of it is really what he was telling to me. It was like, yes, he had this major euphoria of winning this exhibition match, essentially. But his goal, I don't think, was to beat the best. It was to be the best. He wanted to be the champion of the world. He wanted to bring ping pong, to the masses, and he wanted to get paid doing it. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, well, I am now finally accepting that this is my child and this is my life now. I'm maybe he's contending with like, am I okay with that or not? I read it as like, I'm okay with this. Like I'm ready for this to be my chapter, but I hate that I have to leave this behind to do it.
Sounds like sad from your perspective.
It is. I think it's terribly sad. But I also think it's very optimistic for him but I felt in real time that he was contending with those emotions, because it would be it's like, it's a bad comparison really, but like, when you're playing sports in like high school, for example, and then all of a sudden you've played your last game in high school, and like now you're feeling like, well, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is it.
Mhm.
That's that same sort of emotion, except he's contending with the fact that he can still play ping pong, but now his life is this child,
Mhm.
this person, this being that he's helped bring into the world. That's a heavy emotion,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. To me, I think it's more like because he had the whole thing to Rachel, like, I have a purpose, you don't. I think it is him saying, like, I achieved like that purpose. And maybe here's where our things are intersecting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's him like he reached his purpose. He beat the best. Technically, yeah, he's not gonna get the championship trophy or whatever they give out. But I think he beat the best. He can say that he's the best player in the world. And now he's on to the next chapter.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a chapter turning moment.
Yeah. I just
But
don't think he's necessarily like sad about it.
I don't necessarily think that. I think he's sad about losing it, but he's happy about, or like, looking outward to this new thing that's happening in his life.
Yeah.
Um Anyways, regardless of that, amazing ending. One of the
Yeah.
best endings I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I
You
mean,
make
you just
Timmy
put you
cry
put
into the camera.
exactly.
You get a round of applause from us.
Fantastic needle drop too, with
Oh.
Everyone Wants to Rule the World. Which again kind of has me feeling the way I do about it, because like the lyric, and this is very intentional again by Safdie, as he's noted a couple times. The first lyric of Everybody Wants to Rule the World is "Welcome to your life, there's no turning back."
Yeah.
And like that's a gut punch lyric. And it's like that's why I interpreted the way of him being like, this is my life now, and I can't go back to that life anymore. Anyways, do you have anything else that you wanted to touch on for what worked before we move to what doesn't work?
No, I think we covered them all.
Okay,
Just,
well
like,
then let's
the character is cool.
What's that?
The characterization of like Marty is very
Oh,
fascinating.
yes. Yeah, I feel
But
like
we
touched on
hammered that.
Let's talk about what doesn't work, because yes, there are, with every good movie, even if they're good, there's some things we maybe don't like.
Mhm.
I don't really particularly care about the dog subplot.
Yeah.
It's probably the one that I like the least, and like has the most slowdown for me in the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I know I already kind of mentioned it, but it goes into my second. They're all related, but it's like when you have like all these like different like kind of veins of like chaos, a lot of these are just shallow plot points that have really no bearing on what happens later.
Mm-hmm.
Like his uncle like arresting him for like stealing the money from him that he was rightfully owed, by the way.
Yes.
At no other point in the movie is he like wanted by the cops,
Yeah. Right.
except for that one instance. Um, and then like yeah, the dog. I think it didn't mean a ton to me.
Yeah. There are this is a long movie. It's 2.5 hours long. I think it easily could have been closer to the 2 hour mark and been just as effective. And I get the idea of including those things, obviously showing how he's continually making bad decisions along the way.
Mhm.
But I feel like those plot points, that subplot especially, takes away from the things that I find most interesting, which is, Gwyneth Paltrow and Timothee Chalamet, which we didn't touch on Gwyneth Paltrow at all, but their scenes together are like electric. They're so
Oh
good.
yeah, I love their dynamic.
All of the stuff with the pregnant girlfriend,
Yeah.
and then the ping pong. Those are
Mhm.
the best moments of the movie for me. So the other
Yeah.
stuff, especially that subplot with the dog, kind of takes away from it. And like, you could have achieved similar things with, him and Timmy and Tyler the Creator hustling guys at pool bar, or at pool bars, and you know having them be a major antagonist for a section of the film, and that sort of thing.
Make that just be like the one crazy event that happens that they have to
Right.
try to just get through.
Yeah, that they're
Instead of have,
constantly
like,
trying
7.
to get away from, kind of thing.
Yeah. Especially because they got like $200 from them
Yeah,
in like 1950s.
that's a lot of money.
It's a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Um,
Another thing I didn't particularly like, the sperm opening.
Yep, I also had this down.
Yeah, I just, it's goofy.
I get it.
I get it.
I get it.
It's not. I
Forever
don't
Young.
really like when movies lean all the way on to that end of the spectrum with the goofy wackiness. It just, the over the top kind of, I don't know. It just doesn't. That does never really works for me. So it just kind of was like, okay, we can move past this.
It is funny how insistent he is that he pulled out, though. And it's like, oh, we saw.
It's like, bro,
We saw.
not a chance.
Yeah.
What else did you have?
No, it's more of just like other things that felt underdeveloped. Like, I feel like Dion should have had a bigger role.
Oh yeah.
I felt like he was very good, but he really only had like a couple scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and he got kind of like put to the back. But like the scene of like when everything is kind of erupting in his room,
Yep.
and like he throws the ping pong balls out of his window. Excellent scene. Give me more.
Right, more of that. Replace
'Cause I
the
love
dog
that-
with more of those scenes.
Yeah, because I love that Dion is basically like with Marty. One thing I wrote down is like all of the relationships in Marty's life are basically people who can advance his ping pong.
Absolutely.
Or if you're a woman, give him sex as well.
Yeah.
Or money. But it's like with Dion, it's like the perfect capture of that, of like, this guy has a rich dad, and I don't know if he just is desperate for friends, but like Marty kind of empowers him to
he gives
like,
off desperation vibes.
yeah,
for sure.
it's like, hey, like, we're a team. Like, I'll give you ideas, you give them to your dad, and let's make it real. But in reality, it's just like Marty abusing him for like his money.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that because we see him do it to many people, but I feel like you could have made that a more emotional like hit if Dion's in the movie more.
Yeah.
Like if Dion's like his agent
Oh,
or just kind of like his manager,
yeah,
and he's like traveling with him.
almost like a Jay Kelly scenario.
Exactly. And it's kind of like maybe he starts like having him pay for everything, and there you get kind of like a, hey, you are only using me for my dad's money.
Yeah. The movie wanted there to be a buddy dynamic, but it couldn't figure out, I think, who they wanted that.
Yeah.
Because like Tyler, the Creator, almost does the same thing. Whereas like he becomes this great foil of like, I'm a guy who has a family and a job and needs to be able to work to survive, versus Marty's just like firecracker. I'm the man, and even though I have no job and I have, I'm running from the cops or whatever. Like that duality is really good, but then they kind of just leave him in the past at points, and I think the Dion stuff also tries to be the same thing.
Yeah, it's like first we start with Dion, then it's Tyler the Creator, then it becomes Rachel, and then
and I think
there.
it's effective in showing how Timmy moves people through his life as he sees fit. I just think like to your point, give me more of those. Like like we've talked about, take out some of the other subplots and buff you can have all of those people be those people, buff them up, give them another scene, do more with it.
Yeah. Because you know what else you could have done more with? The actual table tennis. The more give me more Pong.
Yep.
Because
give me more. I know it's probably very difficult to film, but like it's electric stuff, man. It was so good.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I saw a couple people like say like, yeah, this sucks as a sports movie, but as like kind of everything else, which I disagree with, because I feel like sports movies aren't just the sports on display. It's everything surrounding it. That would be like saying like The Holdovers is not a great Christmas movie because there's only like a little bit of Christmas in it. It's everything surrounding.
Christmas is just a day. It's just a day in the movie. Movie's 2.5 weeks long.
Yeah.
Stupid. I want my movies to be a football game. Give me one football game.
Any Given Sunday, perfect movie.
And even that isn't just one game.
No, it's multiple games, but
no, I need the movie to start with the first quarter and it ends with the fourth quarter, and I'm actually watching a basketball game. Just turn on the basketball game.
No, but I need Timmy in it. Just turn on the Knicks game then. He's probably there.
Yeah, he's probably there. All right, best moments. Unless you had anything else for what doesn't work.
No, that was it.
Okay, best moments. To your point, I think is a good point to transition. Any of the ping pong scenes, electric.
Yeah, that's verbatim what I put down.
I have wrote down any of the ping pong scenes. One of my favorite scenes is Timothee seduces Gwyneth Paltrow at the hotel the first time when he's on the phone standing on the bed. A fantastic scene. I love that. It's so funny. And then I also had Japan. Just all the stuff in Japan. You know, I'm a vampire from the 1602 or whatever it was. Just it's electric.
Incredible line.
Yeah. What did you have? Any other moments?
Marty running from the cops.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
The honey story.
Whoa!
Just knocked something off my desk.
Which one was that? Remind me.
So this is, I gotta pull up his name. It was
Hold for applause, or hold for the answer.
Bela Kletsky. It was the guy that Timmy was friends with in
the
British Open.
Oh yes,
he was
the story at the
Kevin
table
O'Leary.
with Kevin. Yes.
Yeah, that was very intense.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, a little out of place with how intense it was for like what else was happening around them.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an incredible story.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Excuse you,
Nate.
And then
I had we can also probably just shout out the ending.
Yeah, I had the ending as well.
Yeah.
And then the shootout over the dog.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
What is your vote for best?
Probably the ending.
I think the ending wins it.
Yeah, just because there's so much that you could draw from it.
Absolutely. He wants all the attention. He's like Marty. He just wants all the attention. The award goes to, this is our category where we give if we were to give one singular award to this movie, who does it go to and what for? It's got to be Timmy for best actor. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Close consideration to casting, but
casting, cinematography as well, I think could be in there.
Cinematography could be good. One thing I wanted to shout out to, the score is also very good.
Yes, the score is good. Heat check. I got 2 for you. Penn Jillette as Hoff, which is the farmer guy who stole the dog. Very good performance. Didn't even clock that was Penn Jillette until afterwards.
I know. I saw so many tweets like, I can't believe that's who Penn Jillette played. And I was like, can someone just please tell me who? Because I just see in Letterboxd it just says Hoff. And I was like, I don't think anyone ever said the name Hoff at any point.
Absolutely not. And then Koto Kawaguchi as Endo, he was
awesome.
Deaf ping pong player? Yeah.
Yeah, he was deaf.
He wouldn't be blind. I was trying to remember which one. He's like, he can't play ping pong blind.
Would have made for a hell of a story.
Oh yeah. This guy can't see, but he's kicking Marty's ass. Who would make this movie better?
Whoa, I got one.
Oh, you've got one. What is your heat check?
Yeah.
Isaac
Mizrahi as Merle, Gwyneth Paltrow's agent or publicist, because he gave a line, this specific line. When you see this woman act, you'll feel like you got your cock sucked by a vacuum cleaner.
That's right. I forgot about that. It's a great moment.
Yeah. I feel like that's the definition of a heat check too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's a good call. All right. Who would make this movie better? This is our recasting category where we will take something from this movie and make it say this person would make it better. I've got one for you.
Me too.
I've got I've just it's kind of, I don't know if it's a hot take. I've never been a big Gwyneth Paltrow fan.
Interesting.
I just don't know why. I don't know. But all I could think about is once I started thinking about it, imagine if you put in the role of Kate Blanchett. Oh, electric. I've said electric like 27 times on this pod, but like, come on. Because she already basically played this character in Carol.
Yeah.
Was kind of rich woman who's given up her life to be part of her husband's life. She could absolutely knock it out of the park, and she has that old Hollywood feel to her.
Yeah. I thought Gwyneth was good though.
No, she was good. She was very good in this movie. I've just never been a fan of her in general.
So with mine, I'm cheating because I could not think of a single role to recast.
Okay.
So instead, I'm just putting John Magaro somewhere here. I'll create a role because he's the most like 1950s like Jewish American looking guy ever.
Yep.
Just make him, I don't know, a taxi driver or like a ping pong player for all I care.
Yeah.
Get him in this movie.
That's a good call.
And give him some lines though. You gotta let him talk.
It's a good call. Hot takes. What do you have a hot take?
So I have a hot take and then I have a question for you that's kind of in the same similar vein. My hot take though is Marty should have got jumped at least once throughout this movie.
Oh yeah.
But like actually jumped. Like yeah, the
shit kicked out of him in an alley.
Yeah,
he jumped.
Like the hustlers hustled, almost beat him up, but they were just like they're just more aggressive to him. Someone actually should have beat him up.
Yeah, I like that.
With what he was pulling in this.
Yeah. What's your question for me?
So my question is, what's the next sport to get like the Color of Money, Challengers, Marty Supreme treatment?
Ooh,
and curling. Why is it pickleball?
Pickleball's good. I want an Olympics movie. Like I know we've had movies in the past, like Downhill Racer with Redford. You know, Cool Runnings is the other one that's coming to my mind.
Of the same cloth.
Yeah. No, give me like a. Well, no, we had a figure skater one. We had I, Tonya.
We've had multiple figure skaters.
Yeah. That's a good question. You know what we haven't had in mainstream, like a real mainstream, is soccer. Like you've got like Bend It Like Beckham, but like I can't remember a soccer.
There's been a couple ones that I remember specifically from like middle school Spanish class that we had to watch.
Santiago the most recent one that tried to do it was the shitty Taika Waititi one that came out a
Next
couple years
Goal
ago.
Wins.
Yeah, that one was terrible. Yeah, like
kicking
and screaming. Yeah, I want like a legit like a Marty Supreme type soccer movie, or give me like a Moneyball but in soccer or something like that.
Dude, cricket or rugby would be sick.
I think you need to. Those are tough though because you need to have like the right combination of this is an incredible sport and also how can I invest in the psychology of a person.
Yeah, but I think with rugby, well, I mean, cricket is like the largest sport in the world. Like it'll have its audience, and I feel like enough like Americans want to get invested, and there's probably something you could do there.
Yeah.
With rugby, you could probably do like something along the football angle of like someone with just so many head injuries, and you just watch the spiral down.
What about bowling?
Oh, what's his name? What's the guy's name? The Who Do You Think You Are? I Am.
Yes,
Give
that
me
guy.
a biopic about him.
Connor.
I know.
TM. We're doing this.
We got it. No, we're doing it.
No one else can take this idea. We're making the bowling biopic on the Who Do You Think You Are? I Am guy.
Oh no, we can't move on until I get his name.
I can pull it. Who do you think you are, bowler? It's Peter
Weber. Yes, we need the Pete Weber biopic.
Oh,
okay. Pause the pod.
TM.
We got
TM. No one can do it.
No one can do it. That's the title. Who do you think you are? I am.
Oh man, dude,
or who do you think you are?
Dive so hard into this and come out a year from now and be like, "We've got it.
We've got it.
We've sold it to A24. We're making it."
It's a complete bidding war.
They're like, "Yes, dude. Is he still alive?"
Yeah,
dude.
Oh, dude, fucking cornhole.
Cornhole? No,
that's
no. We can't do cornhole.
This one's from me and Tom.
I was also thinking like fencing could be really interesting because like I like to watch fencing at the Olympics, and like is intense. It's really cool.
You know what? So obviously there is like magazine dreams. Mm-hmm. I think like the weightlifting would be good. Fascinating.
What about?
I mean, Magazine Dreams was more about the bodybuilding, but not the weightlifting. But I think that could be.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I was thinking that too. Have we had a gymnastics movie?
Yeah, there's one that me and my sister used to watch all the time.
Anything really that's like a solo sport that you can really dive into the mental state of the person training for it.
Yeah.
Like
stick it.
Like billiards. Or not like darts.
Oh, dude, darts would be cool too.
It's like I got another idea. It's a movie. It's not about darts. It's a hangout movie about the dart hall, like the bar, the dart bar. And it's just all of the different cast of characters that come into. It's not as good as the Peter Weber biopic.
No. I think we already struck gold. I think we're digging too far now.
No.
It's like Minecraft. We found the end.
It's Dazed and Confused, but at a dart bar.
What's your hot take on Marty Supreme?
My hot take. I already talked about the Timothee Chalamet, maybe our greatest working actor, full stop, as one of them. But I also think this is the best performance by a male actor of 2025 by far. Like
easy.
I don't think like there are some other really good, like Michael B. Jordan in Sinners is incredible. Leo in One Battle After Another, amazing. I still have to see Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent, so I can't wait there. But like this performance just absolutely blows everything out of the water for me. It's so good. That's my hot take.
No, I agree with it.
What happens the next day?
All right. So Marty goes back to his uncle to be the shoe store manager, but ditches halfway again because he hates the job. And he goes back to Rachel and the baby. And he starts training the baby to be a table tennis legend.
Oh, interesting. And now he's living vicariously through him.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's called what's the son's name?
I don't know, man. Paul
Supreme is the sequel is called Paul Supreme. I have the similar. I had Marty gives up ping pong and tries to become a dad, but ultimately too much of his drive ends up drawing a wedge between him and his family, and he reverts to what he always done, which is hustle and play ping pong.
Do you think that he could have both?
No. I think the point of the ending of the movie is that he is choosing one over the other.
Yeah. Like, because he left the hospital to go to Japan to play an exhibition game.
I think,
Like,
his goal was to play in the tournament, and then he realized,
yeah, but he knew that the only thing guaranteed was the exhibition game.
He
went there knowing he had to pay the fine.
Yeah, I just think that, like, I don't know. I think he went, when he left, he was still, he was probably more on the fence, but he's still like, this isn't my kid. This is my dream. Ping pong is my dream. And he left that realizing this isn't what's important, and maybe what's important is this woman and this child that I now have.
Yeah, I think his moment was when Rachel got shot, and he was like, okay, like, I need to do this for me, but
this might be it.
This might be it. Like, I think if he was allowed to play in the World Championship and won, I still think that's it for him.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. All right, which Challenges cast member would you put in this movie? I think you can put Mike faced as Marty. I don't think it's as good as what Timmy does, but I think he can do that.
I feel like I always say Josh O'Connor, but I do feel like Josh O'Connor could definitely play more into the chaos. I feel like my face is just he just looks like such a good guy.
Yeah, true. He does. I mean, he played a literal priest in Wake Up Dead Man. So
yeah, but he was a boxer too. Like, he was knocking people out.
True. Okay, last category, prop. What prop are you taking home?
So I'm either taking Marty's glasses or one of the 24 other diamond necklaces that Kay is just apparently giving away.
Okay, fair. I had Marty's glasses or one of the Marty Supreme ping pong balls, the orange ones.
Those are just on the street now.
Yeah, apparently I can just go pick one up.
Yeah.
Those were cool. Those are. I want one of those.
Those are nice. Would you buy the jacket?
No. Would you buy the jacket?
I'm tempted. It's a cool jacket.
Let me look at this jacket.
If he wins the Oscar, I will. How about that?
I'm putting you to it.
All right.
Do you know how much this jacket's going for right now?
It's probably like
on StockX.
Yeah, it's I see $10,000. I see 105 on Etsy though, which I would buy from there.
There you go. You don't want an official? Oh no, it's on usajacket.com. Marty Supreme jacket. Yeah, I might buy it. It looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
All right. Let's finish this review out with our final scores. Connor, what are you giving Marty Supreme?
I have it up. So I'm giving Marty Supreme a very, 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 very great 4.5 out of 5. Acting is excellent. The only thing, everything else we talked about is excellent. Cinematography, the camera work with the ping pong shots in particular are great. Score is great. The only thing that really knocked it down is just how many things just seemed like shallow, and how often it just felt like one event happened to the point the next event just you were waiting for the next event to happen to forget the last one.
Yep.
But honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care. Marty Supreme's a great movie. Marty Supreme Christmas Day. It's a 4.5. Top 5 movie of the year for me already.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm fluctuating, not sure exactly. I think I'm gonna land at like a 4.75. It's in between a 4.5 and a 5. I think that the negatives that we talked about don't detract from it in like too much in the grand scheme of the movie. And it's still wildly entertaining and has one of the best lead performances of the year. So it's excellent. Really, really good. And it's got everything I like. It's got a little bit of sports, it's got a little bit of drama, it's got a little bit of romance, it's got a little bit of hectic, crazy, antic energy. It's just really fun. So I'm giving it a 4, not a 0 points. Oh, that's Dear Santa. I was looking at
I
our
removed
scores. It was updated. No, I'm giving it a 4.75, which brings us to our average score is a 4.63, which is number 7 on our list, right above Weapons from earlier this year, and right below Sinners from earlier this year. So sits in a pretty good spot there. And that said, that is going to do it for this episode of the Film Box Podcast. If you like what you listen to, leave a rating, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Thank you for an amazing 2025. It's been an awesome year, and we've got an awesome 2026 coming. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. Stay tuned. We've got so much great stuff going. Yeah, just be on the lookout for all that stuff. You can go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com. You can go to our socials, especially our TikTok, where you can see our brief thoughts on this movie and all of our other movies that we reviewed over the past few months. And you can go to our Letterboxd to see what we're watching when we're watching. You don't have to wait for each episode, because you waited a while if you were, because we haven't run through it in a long time. So make sure you do that, and we'll see you next time on the Film Box Podcast.
Marty Supreme, Christmas Day.